All right, all right. What's up, nerds, and welcome to Nerds with Careers for Thursday, April 1st. Happy April Fool's Day. I don't know if it's a happy day, but happy April Fool's Day. Sadly, I didn't have anything planned. I'm not that creative, but maybe next time I'll think of some crazy April Fool's thing. I do have something planned though after this. Not a hoax or anything, but something cool that I've thought about doing in the past. But let's see if it actually works, because I'm currently downloading the game, and it may not be done downloading after the show. I should have downloaded it yesterday. Well, actually, I really couldn't download it yesterday because it just came out today. But my plan was to play Outriders and post it to the group YouTube page and stream it actually for y'all, just to see if anybody is interested. I know I'm interested in that game, but yeah, I wanted to do that. But anyways, get to this point. This is the show, Nerds with News. Every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I talk nerdy things. I find random articles on the web and bring them to your attention. And mainly stuff that I enjoy, like Xbox news, Star Wars news, anime news, anything of those sorts. And then I will post this VOD to a YouTube page. Nerds Career has a YouTube page. Go check that out. I believe it is Nerds with Careers. I don't have a URL quite yet for it, but anyways, go check that out. You can search that and find me on there. Anyways, let's get into some news. We got 5 pieces of news today. 5 pieces of articles. That doesn't make sense. Let's go to main screen. That's how I'm already on. There we go. There's the browser. Sorry. All right, cool. So, first piece of news. Speaking of Star Wars news, Obi Wan Kenobi TV show cast is stacked. This is over at Polygon by Petrana Radulovic. After a bumpy start, the Obi Wan Kenobi Disney Plus show is finally beginning production. Ewan McGregor returns to the role of Obi-Wan, with Hayden Christensen joining as Darth Vader. I think we all knew about that. Returning Star Wars cast members include Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Piesse, I don't know how to say that, who played Owen and Beru Lars in Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. That's pretty dope that they got them back. I don't know if I've actually heard that news. I think this is what they're, yeah, okay. Newly announced cast, okay, so maybe we did hear about that. Either way, newly announced cast members include Moses Ingram, Queen's Gambit. Is that I haven't seen Queen's Gambit. I don't know if that's not the main character, I don't think, no. Because that sounds like Moses, I don't know. Kumail Nanjiani, I always miss that guy's name up. But that's the dude that got like really ripped. He was from Silicon Valley and they got really ripped for the Eternals movie, which hasn't came out yet, but he's also on the big stick. Indira Varma, Game of Thrones. Indira Varma, Game of Thrones. I'm pretty sure that is the Viper's sister or cousin, whatever. The ones from Dorne. I think that's who that actor is. Don't hold me accountable to that, but I'm pretty sure that's who that is. Rupert Friend, he's from Homeland. Don't know that guy. O'Shea Jackson Jr., that is Ice Cube's son. That's pretty cool. Sung Kang, the Fast and Furious. Han, my boy Han is in the Fast and Furious. I'm sorry, he is in the Fast and Furious. Is in this TV show, which is gonna be awesome. Simone Kessel and Benny Safdie. Pieces of a Woman. I think that's a new movie. I don't know if that's the main character though, but either way, that's that list. Pretty stacked there. If you think about it, Osei Jackson, Kumail Nanjiani, that's awesome. I want to know who he's going to play. That's going to be great. Special event series takes place 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, following Kenobi as he deals with the aftermath of his apprentice Anakin Skywalker turning into the dark side and becoming Darth Vader. So that's what I'm so interested about, is to see, we saw how Luke kind of dealt with his, which some may argue wasn't the best way of how people wanted Luke to act when he created, Ben Kenobi, essentially Kylo Ren. So it's going to be interesting to see how like Obi-Wan Kenobi deals with, man, I raised my Padawan to be Darth Vader. Like I was set by my master to, teach this Padawan. So it's like, how does he deal with like seeing like, man, I really want to know like if it all ties into like him teaching Luke, thinking like maybe I can rebound or something like that, or maybe he has doubts. I hope they show that. I'm sure he will, but I hope he does have doubts of like teaching people. Maybe one of these other actors is a Jedi, and it shows him like going through the motions of trying to teach this other Jedi, but it doesn't work out, or I don't know. I think this is going to be a great one. It's going to be a interesting point in the timeline that nobody knows about, that we can see some, get some closure on. That's going to be great. So full stacked cast here. I mean, you got Banger, Ewan McGregor, Hayden Christensen coming back. You even got, that's crazy that they got Owen and Joel Edgerton and Bonnie Peace to play Owen and Beru Lars. That's awesome. But yeah, keep an eye out. I don't know if there's well, there's the guys. There we go. Let's see actually. Okay, yeah, Joel Edgerton, Rupert Friend. Yeah, it is the I was right. Nice. Bonnie, she looks familiar. I don't remember her. I don't know these two. I don't know this guy either, Rupert Friend. Don't know them or her. But yeah, that's a stacked cast. Hayden Christensen looking pretty damn good. Looking hot there. Anyways, can't wait for Obi Wan. Hope y'all can either. This is gonna be a great show. I mean, first other live action show besides Mandalorian. So let's hope they knock it out of the park. I mean, I think they can, and I think they will. Next piece of news. Man, I hate ads so much. Pause that. We have over at Variety, Netflix buys Knives Out sequel for $450 million. Jesus. I wonder who had the sequel. I guess we're going to find out in here. Netflix is plunking down on an astounding $450 million for the rights of Knives Out 2 and Knives Out 3. Oh, two movies. Okay, that makes sense. The next follow-ups to the 2019 murder mystery, sources tell Variety. The films will reunite director Rian Johnson and star Daniel Craig, who teamed up to memorably on the first detective story. The first Knives Out was produced by Media Rights Capital. It was distributed by Lionsgate, going on to earn $311.4 million on a $40 million budget. Did pretty good. Johnson was nominated for an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. MRC had single picture deal to produce Knives Out, negotiated by okay. Film gives Netflix a splashy new film series as it faces more competition in the streaming space. Yeah, that's true. Craig will reprise his role. First film centered on an eccentric mystery written who is murdered. Hopefully they just keep doing really cool mysteries. I'm going to exit that out. I don't want that. I'm going to scroll right here because that's good. I mean, if it comes straight to Netflix, that's awesome because I think that movie will do good on Netflix. The first Knives Out was great. I mean, that was a great movie. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I love a good murder mystery clue. Not too graphic, just kind of like more like methodical and like philosophical in a sense, where it's like, oh, this is what, that one was really good. Honestly, it was, it was, the twists in it was even better. Like, essentially, if you haven't seen it, the dad is like a best-selling murder mystery author, and it's like millionaire, and he's got a couple kids, and he dies, but you don't know how he dies, and like it goes through the whole thing of like, this is how it goes, and then Daniel Craig actually figures it out, but it's a good one. Definitely check that one out. I believe it's on HBO Max. Might be definitely on Amazon. But that's good news. I mean, I like Knives Out, the first movie. I mean, it's going to be good having a second movie and a third one, apparently. So check that out. Next movie news, we got some news about Mortal Kombat. Sadly, the release date will be delayed. Mortal Kombat movie, this is over at IGN by Matt TM Kim. The Mortal Kombat movie is delayed a week after Warner Brothers announced the video game adaptation will now be released on April 23rd instead of its original April 16th. So just kind of a week behind. A week later, HBO announced the date change in a press release sent to IGN, but did not explain why the date was pushed back. Set to premiere on HBO Max and theaters as per Warner Media's strategy of releasing its entire 2021 movie slate in both formats. Yeah, don't forget, HBO Max is having like a crazy slate of movies coming to their streaming service. Another one that I'm going to talk about in a minute is Kong versus Godzilla. This one will be out this month, April 23rd, so check that out. I plan on watching both original Mortal Kombats and then going into this one. I know there's definitely no correlation, but, well, there could be, but it could be this could be like the alternate universe of it or something like that. But I love the first Mortal Kombat. Second one, Annihilation, meh. I mean, it's very meh. But hopefully this is good. I'm kind of excited for this, and I got some other news not news, just I guess speculation. I haven't actually read the article, but basically over at Screen Rant, Mortal Kombat 2, Keanu Reeves in talks to play Johnny Cage. It's by Simon Gallagher. April Fools, did we get you? Yeah, here's the April Fools joke. I should have read. And now what we have who do you think should play Johnny Cage? Well, that's a great segue for y'all then. Let's see here. Let me know in the comments below who you think would be a great Johnny Cage, because as of right now, we don't know who Johnny Cage is in Mortal Kombat 2 or in Mortal Kombat. So it'd be interesting to see. I absolutely think that Keanu Reeves would be a great Johnny Cage if that was possible. I think he's got the charisma. I mean, he already acts like a movie star 24/7, so it's like, why not? Johnny Cage is a movie star 24/7. So, heck yeah. And I think, he might have to bulk up a little bit, but I think he doesn't need to that much. He's kind of got the body type already, He's definitely got the style for sure. Like, holy crap. I don't know if I'd want him shaved. I think I would want him have his great stash and beard. I mean, like, look at that. That's awesome. Heck yeah, I think he'd be a good Johnny Cage, honestly. He's got the hair like Liu Kang already. Like, that'd be dope. Like, I don't know would he look good with short hair, because I'd kind of want Johnny Cage with short hair. But, okay, so they definitely did get me there. Got you too, so, yeah. Anyways, on to some next video game news. We got Pikmin AR game first details revealed, including gameplay, modes, and more. Last week, Nintendo and Niantic revealed that they had partnered once again to release a Pikmin augmented reality game similar to Pokemon Go, with the goal being to make walking more delightful. Yay. I think that's why I don't like Pokemon Go, because when I played it for the first, few times, it's like, man, I really have to walk this much to find stuff. Like, let me know in the comments below if any of y'all still play Pokemon Go, and like if it's that much walking still. Like, is it that much still? Like, because I've seen some people play and they seem like they got a lot more Pokemon, and they probably do, but it don't seem like they walk that much. And I'm not like commenting on like their physical abilities. I'm just saying like they just seem like they just sit in like a corner and still get Pokemon. I don't know. I could be wrong, but anyways, Niantic has begun testing its Nintendo partnered Pikmin augmented reality app in Singapore, and via an anonymous source, IGN has seen the early version of the game, currently simply titled Pikmin app, and read through its help center section for a rundown of the game. As a result, we can reveal some details about how it will work when it launches worldwide. Of course, with the game in testing, some features could change before the final version. Two features that will most certainly change from this version are a lack of any microtransactions and points of interest similar to Pokemon Go's Pokestops being currently non-interactable. Gameplay. Pikmin are first seen as dormant seedlings that you must find, pluck, and grow by walking around the real world with your smartphone. Walking accumulates energy, which you can use to pluck and pick the Pikmin, adding them to your squad. And you can manually rename Pikmin too. Kind of, exactly like Pokemon in a sense. Places of interest in the Pikmin app may well be based on ingress portals and not Pokemon Go's Pokestops. Once Pikmin have grown, they can be added to a squad. Once you've got a Pikmin squad, you will walk with them. They will accumulate fruits that can be turned into nectar. Just like mainline Pikmin games, Pikmin who partake in the nectar will bloom leaves, buds, and flowers, and when the flowers glow, players can collect petals by tapping the bloomed Pikmin. Petals are used for flower planting mode described below. My gosh, there's a lot. Modes. Flower planting mode is also available, which will leave a trail of flowers behind the players as they walk. Players will need flower petals from their nectar blooms. Oh my gosh, so much. Anyways, you know how Pikmin plays. I'm not going to probably read through all this because I'm definitely not going to play this, but so basically it just sounds like you just collect a bunch of stuff. It's actually a great idea just because it's perfect for Pikmin because Pikmin are everywhere in the Pikmin games. So it's like, yeah, why not make it an augmented reality where you see them in Earth, in your landscape around and stuff like that. So that's great. I just don't, again with like Pokemon Go, I know they've added like battles and battling other trainers and stuff like that and having like the Pokestop towers, stuff like that. And again, I played that game when it came out. I know it's completely different now, but I just don't know what like players will be able to see their stats and record activities, photos, and thoughts in a journal. It should, but it's my thing is too with like Sam Hark with Pokemon Go. Is I like to sit down and play video games. I can't walk and look at this stuff at the same time. Like if I'm walking outside because I'm looking at the scenery in a sense, and I know there's not much. Like I'm not at like Yellowstone National Forest every single day, but still like it's just nice not to like look at your phone and walk at the same time. And I know you're not like directly looking at your phone. You can just have it away and then look, and then you got to go that way. But still, it's just kind of, I don't know. I don't think I'm all in yet. Pokemon Go was fine for a little bit, but it was just too much. I was just like, I don't have to, every time I walk, I don't have to pull out my phone and open up the app. Plus the app took forever to open up, and I'm sure it's better now, but they're getting better, I think, for sure. And this is a good idea, actually. I think the Harry Potter one didn't seem that great. I know they had a video in here of it, but I tried that one, and I was like, oh, no, this is just too much load time, and I don't have enough time for like this, and like it just doesn't sound great. But this one does seem like it might hit the shelves and run pretty well with it. I think it's a good choice for Niantic to dive their hands into. Anyways, last piece of news we got here. Original Xbox and Xbox 360 games arrive on Microsoft's xCloud streaming service. This is over at The Verge by Tom Warren, my boy. I don't actually know Tom, but I'm just saying he's a really good dude. And, it seems like it, I follow him on Twitter. But he always has good articles and is always on like the majority of Verge articles. Microsoft is bringing 16 original Xbox and Xbox 360 games to the company's xCloud gaming service today. It's called xCloud, by the way. Titles like Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind, the original Banjo-Kazooie, and Fallout New Vegas are all now available to stream to Android devices. Microsoft is also enabling touch controls for Jetpack Refueled, Viva Pinata, and Viva Pinata Tip. Or TIP, I don't know. The 16 games will be available for Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members and streamable to Android phones and tablets. Quote, we've listened to the feedback going all the way back to our earliest cloud gaming preview, and making games from previous generations available on mobile devices has been one of the most requested features by the community, end quote, says Microsoft. Microsoft is also still planning to extend xCloud game streaming to iOS this spring. The software maker hasn't revealed exactly what his iOS preview will go live, but Microsoft has previously promised both iOS and web browser streaming for xCloud in spring 2021. Game streaming will be available in the Xbox app for Windows 10 PCs too. We got an early look at how xCloud will work on Windows 10 last month, alongside an exclusive first look at the web version of the service. Microsoft is also testing 1080p streams for xCloud, and this will likely debut with the Windows version of the app. For now, here are the original Xbox and Xbox 360 games making their way to Xbox Cloud Gaming today. You got Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Double Dragon Neon, Fable 2, Fallout New Vegas, Gears of War 2 and 3, and Judgment, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, Perfect Dark Zero, The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, Viva Pinata, and Viva Pinata TIP, or Tip. And that is it for that article. Basically, more games coming to honestly, just xCloud, like, just Xbox killing it, God, my back's, sorry, titchy. This is great. I mean, now I don't necessarily do the whole xCloud thing. I know I can do it because I've got Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. But it's still in beta. But this is awesome that you can play these old school games right now, on your phone with, what attachments you have, that you can sync your Xbox controller to your phone. This is awesome. Xbox is killing it. I would argue that doing better as a streaming, gaming service than, I wouldn't say Lunar. Well, Lunar's doing pretty. Is it Lunar or Lumar? I think it's Lunar for Amazon. Definitely way better than Google Stadia. But yeah, hopefully they continue this and like keep it up with these. It's cool that they start with the original games though, like adding these to your phone because they don't, they don't need to be that high res or like demand that much, input from your phone. Like they're not high res graphics or anything crazy like that. But I'm sure they'll still look good. But this is awesome. I mean, I'm gonna always talk Xbox, news. So, and I'm gonna always get Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and you'll be able to do things like this. I know, mobile gaming is, and I say mobile gaming as in like your Switch and like now you can basically bring your Xbox with you with this. You'll have your Xbox inside your phone, like inside your pocket. That's awesome that you can do that. Of course, you're gonna need the internet and capabilities to run those games on your phone to stream them essentially, but it's getting better. It's getting, I mean, it's coming along. That's awesome that Xbox and Microsoft is able to do this and have these cool games. Now it's a reason to go play Perfect Dark Zero. Again, all these games are on Game Pass anyway, so play them on your regular Xbox if you want. But yeah, they're great games. So over to our next segment, we have, it's just our release dates and stuff like that. We got some Netflix releases that I just saw that are coming out this week that look very interesting. Kingsglaive, Final Fantasy 15. I think that's 15. It was either 15 or 14. I think it's 15. Final Fantasy, yeah. I've seen that before. It's actually pretty cool. Little CGI Final Fantasy game. I don't know much about Final Fantasy lore except for 7, but yeah, it was a fun, action-y little game, not game, movie. I think it's like an hour and 30. It's not that long, but it's pretty cool. It's on Netflix now. Go check that out. Medea's Big Family, love that. Love Medea's stuff. Concrete Cowboys, one with Idris Elba and the kid from Stranger Things. I forget his name though. What's his name? I don't know, but his son, him and his son. Basically, it's a new Netflix original. But Idris Elba, I love Idris Elba, so I'm gonna check that one out. Maybe y'all will too. Movies out this week, if you didn't know, Kong vs. Godzilla, the most notable one. It is out in theaters and on HBO Max. It's out today. Go check that out. Let me know what you think about that. I want to watch it. I love Kong. He's going to beat Godzilla. I kind of want to do like a MonsterVerse rewatch and go through some of the monsters. Like I think Kong vs. Skull Island and then this one, and there's another one too. I think there's the other Godzilla with the Millie Bobby Brown. I think that's part of this stuff too. So yeah, go check that out. That's going to be a good one, I hope. And next, we got video games out this week. Outriders, which is the game I wanted to try to play today after stream. We'll see. I might be able to play it later. I will definitely post something in Facebook and let y'all know when I do go live with that. But the plan is, I want to stream that game and just show y'all what it looks like and then post it to the YouTube channel and stuff like that. Disco Elysium Final Cut. Very good things about this game. Narita Boy, I've heard pretty good things about this game as well. Both of those are on Xbox Game Pass. Actually, all three of those are on Xbox Game Pass. Outriders, Disco Elysium, and Narita Boy. Go play Xbox Game Pass games. They're free, essentially. Monster Hunter Rise is out on the Switch. I mentioned in the Facebook group as well that I wanted to play Monster Hunter Rise. I missed out on the whole Monster Hunter World craze. I never played a Monster Hunter game. I tried diving into Monster Hunter World, but it wasn't that easy to play with people because I didn't want to play by myself. But this one seems like it's a little easier to play with people like right off the bat. You don't have to like go through the whole story missions and then go into online servers or whatever. But you can also do story missions by yourself if you want. So yeah, I want to play Monster Hunter Rise. I know a couple people said yes, Lane and Sequoia. So I'm gonna keep asking y'all, keep poking at y'all whenever we want to play some Monster Hunter Rise. Tomorrow is payday for me, so I may be getting it tomorrow. I know Sequoia was mentioning that. So yes, I will absolutely be playing Monster Hunter Rise. Go check that out. That's it for the release dates, and that's it for the show. Actually, I'm gonna skip over Nerds Assemble, but we'll do that next time. Basically, thank you for joining me. Please comment down below on the YouTube page, Facebook group page. I post all the articles before I go live, so y'all can read them. I don't do it like so y'all can also read along as well, if that's the case. I post this, so I would post a video to Facebook or live stream to Facebook, but Facebook just is not very good for content creating, in my opinion. It's just not as easy as what I'm doing right now. I literally just download the VOD after this, cut it up a little bit. But that's it. Anyways, if you don't know where the YouTube page is, it's right here below me. It says Nerds with Careers. It's not like the URL, so don't type that in. Just search Nerds with Careers, and you'll find me on there. Don't forget, I will try to play some Outriders. Maybe I'm gonna log off the stream after this and see if my Xbox has downloaded Outriders, and then I'll hop back on. I still got to go work out and stuff. Actually, 5:30. That's a pretty good time right now. But I will keep y'all updated when I play Outriders, because I want to play the game and I want to show you the game, and I want to start doing this as a thing, where I want, some other content the ideas that I have is literally showing games, just playthroughs. And they don't have to be an hour. They just got to be 30, 45 minutes of just me playing the game, showing it. And, I don't know much about the game either. So I want to experience that, join that experience with y'all. And that's how I find a lot of games to play. I watch other channels that try new games, first impressions, if you will. And I don't want to be first impressions, because I guess it is first impression, but I'm not going to call it that. But I'll have to find a good little title for that video. But anyways, I'm going to try out Outriders eventually. It's a new game that looks very fun. It's, Destiny-esque looter shooter. So keep an eye out for that. And that is it. Thank you for joining me, nerds, and stay nerdy.